The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's happening, Octo family? We're going to take a pretty cool one here, a little bit different than the last one we were talking about. I want to get this out before Monday started. FirstMark Horizon, you heard of that? Probably not. It's a SPAC. It's a new SPAC, Special Purpose Acquisition Company, ticker FMAC, FMACU. Make sure to just type in FirstMark Horizon. FirstMark, one word. Keep that in mind. We got a $300 million MERS. Darn healthy. Units come with 1/3 warrants, which is decent. You know, we like it if it's a half, but we'll take a third. They've already got a flag up. I thought that was pretty neat. I didn't realize that SPACs got flags until they had already switched over. Maybe I'm sure you got to pay for it. I'm sure you got to pay to do the ceremony or something. I don't know. FirstMark Acquisition Corp. Our mission is to drive long-term value creation by actively supporting the next generation of iconic public companies. These guys are big on branding and stuff that does well. Iconic. We seek to serve as a bridge between the entrepreneurs and public investors by providing compelling alternative to go in the stock market. Targeting US-based tech businesses. I'm thinking it might be something slightly like DraftKings. Why? Because the dude who was in DraftKings, the CEO, is on here. He's on here. Just wait till you see all the other correlations we got. Look at this. They're seasoned technology investors who have spent decades successfully guiding companies from inception through IPO. With $2.2 billion in total capital commitments, FirstMark has been backing entrepreneurs that have created leading companies such as, you might have heard of a couple of these, Shopify, Pinterest, Riot Games, DraftKings, Airbnb, Upwork, Discord. We've already heard about that. It's rumored to go via SPAC. Envision, Takatu, Pindu, Starry, JustWorks, Rogue, Carta, etc., dude. Right? I mean, dude, how could you get a better platform? These guys were helping fund them. This is kind of like hedge fundy dudes, venture capitalist guys that are now doing their own SPAC because one of them came to them like, well, let us take you to stock market, but let us start a SPAC first. I think that's what's happening here. Head dude, Mr. Richard Heisman. This guy's awesome. He's been in consumer and enterprise investments in media, commerce, gaming, software as a service, and consumer services. Rick has led investments in market leaders, Pinterest, Airbnb, StubHub, First Advantage, TapPad, DraftKings, Riot Games, Imperfect Foods. That's interesting. Does anyone know what that is? Imperfect Food. Discord again. Amaz, Dashlane. In 2020, he was named the Forbes list. He made the Forbes list as one of the world's top venture capitalists. It's huge. New York Times is top 100 venture capitalists globally. I stalked him a little bit. He's liking stuff like Skills. Remember that? Ticker FEAC, now SKLZ. This is like online mobile gaming that charges people. He's cool with those dudes, of course. He's also like this, which is kind of interesting. I've never heard of it, but this dude said, love to see that, the very positive rating on Steam. Steam is like a platform for video games, so some sort of like Steam competitor would be cool. Shout out to everyone at Proletariat Inc. They made a game called Spellbreak, so he likes weird video gamey stuff. Sweet. That, he was into Riot Games. He helped fund them. Could be something like that. It's like in this dude. He said, excited to announce Ro's acquisition of WorkPath today, which immediately enables nationwide in-home care, blood draws, nurse visits, etc. I thought this would be really neat right now. So this is like Teladoc, but you can actually get people to come to your house, right? So if you actually need to get your blood drawn or maybe a test or whatever, a nurse visit, I'm guessing WorkPath is that. So it's like Teladoc, but bringing actual physical people to you. That could be a cool stock you could bring. I noticed here too, he's cool with the head guy, the co-founder of it. Because right here he said, awesome, bringing in-person, in-home, high-quality healthcare to round out the digital experience. Super smart. That's what he said to Rob. Rob said, thanks for all your support and guidance, Rick. Exciting new chapter. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe he's going to help him out. He obviously gave him guidance, though. He admitted that Rick helped him guide him through this. to see. He also likes every single thing that, like, this dude here, Matthew Polson, everything this guy posts, he comes in and likes it. This guy is the co-founder and CEO of Omaze. What is Omaze? It's an American for-profit fundraising company which partners with charities and fundraising events. Do you realize how insane this business is? They're the middleman for 501(c)(3)s nonprofits, but they make money. Pretty crazy to think about. So if a church needs money, a guy wants to start a church, the church will be nonprofit, but they can go to Omaze, and Omaze will charge them to show them how to set up the nonprofit. Middleman play. Omaze's events features prizes such as material goods, property, and celebrity experiences, usually with one grand prize and several lesser prizes. Again, it's like an in-person version of like Patreon, I guess. It's like you could set up celebrities to come over for your event, you know, start out the church or, you know, whatever thing you're going to be doing there. Pretty neat. How about Amash Jani? This dude is big on cloud software and internet landscape. This guy, by the way, he's working for me. He's on the board for First Horizon. We're moving on. So cloud, internet landscape, including software, service applications, commerce, technology, infrastructure, more. He's worked with stuff like Shopify, Envision, TraceLink, Starry, Pendo, Schoolology, acquired by Power School. I'm guessing that's like online schooling. Boomi, acquired by Dell, a mobile platform, and Aveska. Never heard of that, but New York Times labeled this dude as the top 100 venture capitalist globally. He's in the top 100. Some cum laude MBA from Wharton School of Business. Y'all heard of Wharton? So this guy on LinkedIn always likes everything that this dude posts. This dude here, Ryan Cece, after co-founder Optimus Ride over 5 years ago, I will be stepping aside as the CEO of the company. Now's the time to bring in a new CEO and continued with a new set of skills, perspective, Optimus Ride appoints former Verizon exec as a new CEO, but he's liking like stuff with this company for Optimus Ride. What is Optimus Ride? Continuing the world with auto driving. You see what this is? This is like one of those little, you know, the Amazon car that they just announced that's like, you don't even need anyone behind the steering wheel and just auto drives around San Francisco. This looks like, to me, personless taxi. You can see the LiDAR-ish sensors all over it. Imagine that, taxis with no driver. I think that's exactly what this is. It's called Optimus Ride. I'm sure that would do fantastic right now in the stock market. Also, this dude, he's liking his stuff, Nikhil Masoom. This guy was working with Grain. What is Grain? It gives teams a new way to collaborate during and after Zoom meetings. Take live notes together and create short video highlights you can share directly. I thought this was kind of a cool way for a business. They're a middleman now for Zoom. Like, okay, let's make money on Zoom without competing with them. We're just going to supplement Zoom. Make it easy for them to take notes, and then we'll comprise it all and automatically upload it to YouTube or something. I thought that was very interesting. How about Mr. Eric Zhang? This guy does derivatives and analysis, politics, philosophy, economics, and corporate literature. You got to have this guy on your board. He's also liked stuff from Michael Borlowski. This guy is the CEO of Brainly. Brainly has just raised $80 million Series D round led by executive investor Learn Capital, Runa Capital, some others. Brainly is a crowdsourcing. Brainly raised $80 million in a platform for crowdsourcing homework help balloons. Okay, so yeah, Brainly is crowdsourcing homework. How cool is that? I wish they had this when I was going to school. You can crowdsource your homework. This is nuts. All right, a bunch of people come together and write this paper so I can turn it in. It's crazy. Something cool like that, though, could do very well, I think. How about Louis Moss? He's president of the Ford Foundation, director at McKinsey & Company. Y'all remember them. How about one of the directors for Electronic Arts? Yes, Electronic Arts, EA. I was like, holy moly. That's huge right there. How about Frederick Ball? He's been involved with Marketo Inc., a leading provider of cloud-based marketing platforms. Can you get the vibe these guys are putting off? This team, for what it is, I think is insanely awesome. Advanced Energy Industries, Electro Scientific Industries, and SendGrid. Interesting. How about Allison Goldberg, president of Time Warner Investments, Global Media Group Investment Banking, and Morgan Stanley. Yieldmo, a digital advertising and attention analysis company. Pretty interesting. She's also liking this dude here, Adam Rosenberg. Beyond exciting that next week I'll be starting a full-time gig as the new corporation's director of Vindex. What is Vindex? Vindex is an esports infrastructure solutions company. Think setting up and running leagues, arenas, and sponsorships. So this is a middleman play for an esports. This could be huge. And they are just investing. Vindex just invested $300 million in the arenas. So if a company's investing $300 million, you can imagine what they would probably evaluate that company as. To me, this looks like that would be a perfect target for them too, for this whole group. An esports middleman play. I think that this would just go fantastic as a SPAC. Grab Vintex. Let's do that one. How about Mr. Jason Robbins? He's the CEO of DraftKings. He's also head up in Vistaprint. Mr. Jason Robbins likes everything that Joe Bain puts out. Everything. Who's Mr. Joe Bain? He's a CEO at Grow Credit. All right, I could do all right. He's had a great time chatting with Peter Renton, co-founder, chairman of FinTech. But growing credit, I mean, people, you need credit right now, and people are just going to be applying for more and more credit for sure. I also wrote him and said, I'm very proud of you. Who is this guy, Joe, who is one of the most gritty and determined CEOs you will ever meet. He really likes this guy. Then he likes this thing. Here's a story of impossible odds. I hope that it will inspire all founders because T.E. Lawrence said, all men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds wake in the day. I don't have the rest of it. But the title of this story is A Black Founder's Guide to Raising a $2 million Institutional Seed Round. So cool. Why would you bring in, my question with these is, why would you bring in someone like Mr. Jason Robbins, who's CEO of DraftKings? Why would you bring him in if you didn't need some sort of correlation or person that he could hook them up with? Sometimes they'll bring someone in just for a phone number, just for a dude to dress so you can try to pitch the right company. I don't know, maybe something Mr. Joe Bain is involved with, or maybe, the CEO of DraftKings has got the hookup with this Adam Rosenberg dude of Index. I don't know. Regardless, this is one of those ones where I'm like, I don't see how are they going to get a bad target? How are you going to find a better group of dudes? Let's call it like the cool kid part of FinTech. How are you going to find a more hypeable FinTech group than this? Good luck. Good luck finding me one. When I saw these brand associations and the money that they've helped these guys raise right here, Riot, Shopify, Pinterest, DraftKings, I just went and bought it. It's like, yeah, let me buy some and then I'll keep doing some due diligence here. So we've been talking about this one for, like a week or two. Our group here on the Discord. So we've been buying up this one a little bit here and there. The commons, I still think are probably the best buy right now. They're still at like $10.60. I think that's your risk reward is awesome. If you don't know, SPACs have a floor around, let's call it $9.90 ish. So it can only go like that low. $10.60 is not that bad whatsoever. The warrants though, they're too high for my blood, man. Even with this team, just right now, I think they're sitting at like $2.50. Yeah, they're $2.50 right now. But look, they were all the way up to $3.15. That's a lot, dude. Without even a pending LOI or no rumor yet. out the gate, these things were $1.50 and just have just risen ever since. And I don't blame. I mean, like, again, people, we're seeing what I've seen. How are you gonna find a better FinTech looking SPAC? Y'all see any correlations of maybe companies that you can see that all these people might correlate with that we didn't talk about? Any other direction? I think it's pretty set in stone. We know what it's going to be. It's going to be something cool. It's going to be something internet-y and kind of fintech-y. But it's got the cool factor. All these companies that they've helped are on the cool side, right? They're not like these weird ones I don't think people are going to care about. I think they understand they need something cool. I'm excited. I think, as far as I know, I could find, this is Firstmark's first SPAC. So you know they're going to hit it out of the park. They're not going to get some lame thing. I don't know. You going to jump into this? Is anyone already in this with us? That's cool too. Let us know. If you haven't subscribed, we're darn close to 10,000. Let me know if you're the one that went from 9,999 subscribers to 10. Because you know what? It's time for us to finally give away some more silver. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, but you know what? I'm happy with it. I love the community that we've put together, and I just appreciate everyone. We'll see you out there tomorrow. We got a lot of news heading out tomorrow.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.